Hello everyone, and welcome to How-FixIT. If your DJI remote controller does not power on, shuts down by itself, drains too quickly, does not hold a charge, or charges very slowly, this guide can help. In this video, I'll show you how to open the DJI RC-N3 Remote Controller, disconnect and remove the old battery, install a new replacement battery, and reassemble the controller step by step. For this repair, you will need a precision screwdriver set. You will also need tweezers and plastic pry tools to open the controller housing safely. I've included links to the tools and replacement parts in the video description below. I also recommend using a magnetic mat to organize all screws and small parts during the repair process. The remote controller uses many small screws of different sizes, and keeping each screw in the correct location will make reassembly much easier. A magnetic mat also helps hold small metal parts in place and reduces the risk of losing screws or making assembly mistakes. So, let's get started. Begin the disassembly by removing 4 screws from the controller housing. 2 screws are located on the bottom side of the controller near the control stick storage area, and the other 2 screws are hidden under the rubber covers near the top phone holder area. First, remove the visible screws from the bottom of the remote controller. Next, use tweezers to gently move the rubber covers at the top of the controller, then remove the hidden screws underneath them. Keep track of each screw location. The screws may have different lengths, and installing them in the wrong place during reassembly can damage the housing or internal components. After removing the screws, place your fingers on the top part of the controller housing and gently start separating the front and rear panels to create the first gap. Once a small gap appears between the 2 halves of the housing, insert a thin plastic pry tool into the seam and carefully release the clips around the perimeter. Work slowly around the edges of the controller. Do not force the housing open because the internal connectors and plastic clips can be damaged. Once the upper clips are released, do not fully open the case yet. First, carefully disconnect the joystick cable from the main board. After disconnecting this cable, you can safely open the controller housing. Using a 1.5mm hex screwdriver, remove the 4 screws securing the metal heat spreading plate. There is thermal paste between the metal plate and the main board. Do not wipe it off. Keep the thermal paste clean so it can be reused during reassembly, or replace it with fresh thermal paste if it is dry or contaminated. Now, disconnect the battery cable from the main board. Use tweezers to carefully release the connector from the adhesive, then disconnect the battery connector. Do not pull on the wires directly. Next, remove the 2 screws securing the battery bracket. Before replacing the battery, check the USB-C charging port and the battery connector to make sure a charging issue or a loose connector does not cause the problem. Now you can remove and replace the battery. If the remote controller does not power on, shuts down unexpectedly, drains faster than normal, or does not hold a charge, the battery is most likely the cause. I've included a link to a replacement battery for the DJI RC-N3 Remote Controller in the video description below. Install the battery and reconnect to the main board. Make sure the connector is fully seated and the battery wires are not pinched. Install the battery bracket and secure it with the 2 screws. Reinstall the metal heat spreading plate and secure it with the 4 screws. Install the 2 control stick storage compartments at the bottom of the housing. Before closing the controller housing, check the internal layout. Now bring the front and rear housing panels together and reconnect the joystick cable to the main board. Press the housing clips back into place around the perimeter. Reinstall the 2 screws at the bottom of the controller near the control stick storage area. Then reinstall the 2 screws hidden under the rubber covers near the top phone holder area. Connect the charging cable and check that the battery charge indicator turns on. Then connect it to DJI Fly and check that the controller is detected by the app. If you found this guide helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more tech tips and guides. Visit our website for more insights and do-it-yourself guides. Remember, every tech challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. Thanks for watching How-FixIT, and we'll see you in the next one.